Good morning, South. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance with Zainab Razia and Ibrahim Qadri.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll hear more from them later in the show. Good morning once again, and welcome to the Falcon Report for this Friday, the 3rd of March, day 2. I'm Brianna Villarreal.
And I'm Aisada Opam. The Friday before break, participating members of the Southern Belle embarked on a field trip to Adelphi University to engage in press day. The Falcon Report's Amina Radonzik has the story.
I'm here with the Southern Belle at Adelphi University's press day.
Students from various schools across Long Island gathered to enhance their understanding of journalism. Upon arrival, the students and advisors, Ms. Amelia Ward and Dr. David Fritz, led it into the Ruth S. Harley University Center where they were greeted by Adelphi staff. Keynote speaker Carl Corey then spoke about his experience in journalism throughout college and in various forms throughout his professional career. He was then joined by other journalists in a panel that discussed various topics relating to the digitalization of journalism, specifically the use of websites for student newspapers. Students were then given an opportunity to pose questions to the experts in hopes of enhancing their own papers and journalistic abilities. Afterwards, students could pick from a variety of workshops to attend, including those on sports journalism and the photo challenge, in which students were first educated on how to take superior journalistic photos and were then sent off to try to put their new abilities to work. After being treated to lunch, the young journalists were awarded for their outstanding work in various categories. Students then headed home with new knowledge they hope to apply to future editions.
For the Falcon Report, I'm Amina Radonzik.
And on the note of field trips, Mr. Edward Lee and Mrs. Catherine Aragon's AP Art and Photography class took a trip to the Heckscher Museum to view new displays of art. Before it was open to the public, the AP Art class had access to new displays. Firstly, students walked around an art showcase that showed the relationship between humans and nature and how humans hurt our world for how much the world provides humans. After viewing each piece of art, students gathered into groups and discussed their favorite pieces.
When you stand in front of it, it's almost as if you can hear the water.
In the second room of the museum, a more homey environment took over as the pieces emphasized the family and home. As students discussed these pieces, they then entered the final event for the field trip, the third room, which contained unique abstract sculptures. As the bus arrived to take everyone home, students had the chance to view professional artwork and gain meaningful inspiration for their art pieces in their AP portfolios.
2 accomplished seniors received a huge recognition 9th period Monday. The salutatorian of this year's senior class, Ibrahim Qadri, and the valedictorian, Stephen Huang, were honored by the principal. Both earned exceptionally high averages, complementing their exemplary academic careers and certainly giving younger students a standard to strive for. As leaders of their class and community, the academic attainments of the two serve as an accomplishment for the entirety of South High School. We will get to meet the class of 2023's leading scholars in an interview later this year. Not one, but 2 of South's student researchers have advanced in the Long Island Science and Engineering Fair, a prestigious competition taking the best student researchers on Long Island.
That's right, Ibrahim Qadri and Zainab Razia advanced to round 2. Emily Nothdurft had the chance to speak with them about their feat.
Emily?
Thanks, guys. I'm joined now with Zainab Razia and Ibrahim Qadri, who are moving on to the next round of LISEF. So can you tell us what exactly LISEF is?
Well, LISEF stands for Long Island Science and Engineering Fair, which is basically where all the science students in Long Island conduct a project and then they enter this competition, and you have the opportunity to go on to ISF, which is where you get flown out to Dallas, Texas, and that's the international competition. So me and Ibrahim qualified for round 2 of LISEF.
And can you tell us what each of your research is about?
Yeah, my project was basically analyzing how people perceive body expressions based on their immigrant status, and I also looked at how empathy could play a role in it.
Yeah, so my project was about finding an accessible solution to nicotine using fruit flies. So I basically found that fruit flies that have vitamin E and are also exposed to nicotine can have better reproductive, respiratory, and locomotor fitness.
So what was the process of competing in LISEF?
Yeah, so first we had to actually come up with our research plans, and we did that last May, and then after that we had to actually conduct our research. So for me, I did my research with fruit flies. For Zainab, I'm pretty sure she just sent out surveys, and then we had to analyze our data, make our research papers, and of course make a research presentation. So for the first round, we had to send in videos, so we both had to record videos of ourselves presenting a PowerPoint slide, and then we had to fill out really a lot of paperwork, and then we submitted, and then obviously we found out that we have to go to round 2. So yeah, now it's round 2.
So what is next for you guys?
Well, we get to skip school next week on Tuesday, and we get to go to a hall and we present to judges, and that's where we can find out if we have the opportunity to go to Dallas to compete in round 3.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Good luck, guys. Back to you in the studio.
When the Falcon Report returns, we'll talk much more about a recent varsity football dinner. But first, a bird's eye view of snow fun. The Falcon Report will be right back.
Cultural practice has gotten me sweating.
For real, me too, but it might be hard, but bachata's the best act.
What?
Yeah, bachata's the best.
No. Everyone knows it's Bollywood.
Bachata's the best.
No, Bollywood's the best.
No, bachata's better.
Bollywood's just great.
Are we?
Is this dance battle? Get out of here, swing! Grrr.
Guys! World Culture Night has an act for everyone! Make sure to buy your tickets to World Culture Night 2023 on My School Bus.
Excuse me? Do you know the fastest way to the library is?
¿Qué?
Do you speak English?
Señora, mi culpa. No hablo inglés.
Francais?
¿Qué?
Deutsch?
¿Qué? ¿Qué?
Do you speak anything? I think you need some language enlightenment.
It was better that we dedicate to world languages!
Don't be a grouch. Instead, let's celebrate our differences through world languages and World Language Week next week.
In celebration of the team's fall season, the varsity football team recently hosted a commemorative dinner. With the details, we bring in the Falcon Report's Christian Dyer.
Earlier this month, members of South's varsity football team gathered in South Hall for their annual varsity dinner. At 6 o'clock, players came to the cafeteria with their families. Each player contributed to the food they all shared as they got to reconnect and reminisce with their teammates. After having an amazing dinner together, they all sat down to watch the Feller video, which highlighted the team's highs and lows throughout the season. Soon after, head coach Gus presented his coaching staff with helmets autographed by the players to commemorate the last year the team would ever wear the red Falcon helmets. To close off the night, Coach Carr presented the Burlsworth Character Award to our very own Jonathan Diaz.
This is the 7th year we've had it, and it was a great success. We had over 50 people here, buffet-style dinner, and had a lot of fun.
As the night came to a close, the players left with full bellies and new memories made with their team.
Did you see the snow earlier this week?
Yep, I hope we get more before winter ends, but only Alex Mezer will know for sure going into the weekend.
Alex?
Thanks, guys. This week's snow sure was a coating worth celebrating. However, today will be host to some more snow and rain in the afternoon. Temperature will stay in the high 30s to mid 40 ranges with consistently cloudy skies. Rain in this temperature range, Saturday looks to host partial sunshine and a chance of rain in the AM. Breezy conditions will bring the real feel down into the low 30s. Sunday will see a slight warmer with increased sun and a little chance of precipitation. Enjoy the first weekend of March, South. Back to you.
South's Kickline teams traveled to Memorial this past Tuesday for the inter-district Kickline event.
Alina Trzynski has all the details on their performance.
Alina?
Thanks, guys. This Tuesday, South's 2 Kickline teams performed in the annual Inter-District Kickline Festival. After an opening number introducing all 6 participating teams, South's junior varsity Kickline team opened the show with a stunning kick performance. South's varsity Kickline team followed up with their popular choreography. The district schools then took turns doing their pom and hip-hop routines as well, garnering energetic applauses from the crowd. The night ended with the seniors from South, Central, and North performing their own choreography. South alone celebrated 9 seniors last year on the team. Truly captivating performances from all the students on the teams. And that's sports.
That's all for this edition of the Falcon Report. For Isada Upam, I'm Brianna Villarreal.
Have a great weekend, South.
So Isada, what should we do for our final throw?
I don't know. Maybe you should do a death drop on the table.